vlog. It's Haley. Welcome to another bookish video. Today, I'm going to be vlogging myself reading The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. I am going to be buddy reading this with my friend Mikay. I'm excited to buddy read this book, and I'm going to be doing a drunk review at the end of this video. I don't know if it's going to be a good drunk review and I'm going to be like,
oh my god guys, this book is so good.
Or if it's going to be like,
trash, this book is trash.
Like, I have no idea what it's going to be, obviously, because I haven't started reading it yet, but I'm excited to do it nonetheless. And I was just going to do a regular, review video, but I don't know if I could make that long enough. Like, one singular book review, I feel like would be 5 minutes. And is that worth posting a 5-minute video? I don't know. I want to give you the content. So I figured I would just vlog it today. I'm about to head out to a little cafe with my friend so I can start the book. And then tonight I'm actually going to visit my family because it's Cameron's spring break. So obviously he doesn't have teaching and I can take up work whenever I want because I'm simply a business owner. We are gonna go to see my family and have a fun little time. So I'll insert some vlog footage of that, but yeah, I'm mostly just gonna be reading this book. I'm gonna try to give minimal updates unless it's like something very, very pertinent that you need to know, because obviously I wanna save a lot of the content for the drunk review. But yeah, that's what we have going on. I'm about to go to the cafe. Also, oh my God, y'all, I'm doing something that I literally never do. And I've been doing this lately where I will read multiple books at once. I know. So I'm currently reading, I'm gonna start this one today because I want to and because I told Mikay that I was planning on it. But I'm also reading, I'll just get it, Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey, which I'm so excited for, and it's going so well. I'm like over halfway through and I fucking love it. And I'm also listening to Yes Daddy on audio. So it's like we really juggle in a lot here at the same time. It probably might take me a little bit longer to get into this because I have so many stories in my brain right now. But I don't know what struck me to like do this, but I'm on the multiple books at one time bag right now, and it's not normally my bag, so I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm excited for this nonetheless. I should probably tell you a synopsis, shouldn't I? Wow, I'm all over the place in this video. Okay, I really like this synopsis on the back because it really captures like how a Lucy Foley mystery feels. It says, meet the residents of number 12 Rue des Allemands, a beautiful old apartment building in the City of Light. The socialite, the nice guy, the alcoholic, the girl on the verge, the concierge. Everyone's a neighbor, everyone's a suspect, and everyone knows something that they're not telling. See you in Paris. Oh my God, like I just love these locked door mysteries by Lucy Foley. They all kind of have the same structure and it feels good. I like it. It feels like something you could just slip into. And it's so dreary outside today. I'm excited to just like read something comforting. Murder's comforting to me. At a little cafe with my friend. So let's go do it. Hey vlog, I only got about 3 chapters in because honestly, we had some tea to spill at lunch. We did. So only got 3 chapters in, but really liking it so far. There's nothing wrong with it at all. We're about to, I'm just like cooking some dinner real quick and we're about to just shove some food in our faces and then drive to go to my parents' house. Yeah, I don't know if I want to read on the drive. Sometimes I get a headache if I do that, so I might listen to audio, but I'm also going to bring Hook, Line, and Sinker and The Paris Apartment in the car. So we'll see. I'll update you when I have an update. Good morning, vlog. Did I read it all? No, he's hiding from the camera.
So I have no reading update, but we're going to the rodeo today, so I probably will not have an update for you unless I read at the rodeo, which is honestly very my brand. So I'll keep sharing more puppy B-roll and B-roll from the rodeo, and I will check in with you when I actually make progress.
Hello vlog, it's been a couple days. I'm here with, I was gonna say I'm here with Boba, but she literally just left. It's been a couple days that I haven't spoken to you because it's spring break and we've just been chilling, having fun, as you can see from the B-roll. Also Cameron is back there. We are just chilling. So I am halfway through the Paris apartment at this point. I got there over the past couple days and I am liking it. Basically, the setup for this kind of locked door mystery is this girl went to go stay with her brother, and the reader knows that he was killed or kidnapped or something had happened to him. And when she gets there, obviously he can't let her in or anything because he's been compromised as a human being.
Compromised as a human being?
Shush. So the suspects are the other 5 people who live in the apartment complex, including the concierge, who is like super shady and like spies on everybody in the building. So it's really cool. We're trying to figure out who hurt him and why. The brother is an investigative journalist, so like we don't really know what he was investigative journaling. But if we found out, then we might know like who would want to hurt him, basically. Obviously it's set in Paris. It's called the Paris apartment, and the atmosphere is so good. It is perfect to read in the spring because it's like moody Parisian vibes. I really like it, and I like the kind of ominous mystery vibes, but the pacing is kind of slow, which is why it's taken me quite a few days just to get to the halfway point. It's weird though because the actual story feels slow, but the reading experience is fast. Like the chapters are really, really short, so it's easy to get through. It's just that the story is pretty slow moving plot wise. It is really giving me Lock Every Door vibes by Riley Sager. I think if you like that book, you will love this because of the like old apartment setting in an iconic city. We're also following a poor, scrappy girl kind of main character, very similar to Lock Every Door. And at the halfway point, there was a crazy twist that I definitely did not see coming. That made me really excited to continue the rest of the book. So I'm sure as we like, you know, sit by the pool, hang out, have a little spring break moment, I will get more into the book. Also, as you just saw in the B-roll, we got Crumble cookies. So I'm gonna try to force Cameron and my mom to do a review with me. If I come back and it's just me doing the review, then you know that they hate me and they said they didn't want to be in my video. We're going to drink sangria and hang out by the pool. Bye. So nobody will be in the clip with me because apparently they look old and have no makeup on and have ugly hair. So I'm here to tell you.
Colin ugly.
He's in. So I'm here to tell you from Crumble this week, if this goes up this week. Thin Mint, 10 out of 10. This is the power ranking.
The power rank. I haven't even tried one yet. Go live on YouTube right now.
No. Salted Toffee is a solid 9 out of 10. And Lucky Charms is a solid 7 out of 10. So that's my power ranking, but Cameron's gonna give you a live review. It's very marshmallowy, white chocolatey.
That's incredible. The icing literally tastes like the milk at the end of a bowl of Lucky
That's
Charms.
very true. What's your ranking out of 10 though?
12 out of 10. It has the flavor of like old people like caramel candies.
Kind of true, but I love those.
I do too, but not in a cookie. They gotta be, I don't know, 6 out of 10.
Last one. Mint. Thin Mint.
Very much like if a York peppermint patty was made into a cookie. 8 out of 10.
So highest is Lucky Charms.
Yes, I broke the scale. It's so good.
And I think Mom's power ranking is the same as mine because we have elite taste.
Garbage taste.
She's nodding, so definitive rankings. There you go.
vlog. It's the next morning. You saw us make our little breakfast of banana bread, and I have a 75% update for you. Basically, at this point, everyone has a motive to kill the brother, and we're kind of just putting it together piece by piece. I do like, though, that it's not just like a basic mystery plot. Like, Lucy Foley kind of updates the Agatha Christie style plot, and she puts in like some sinister, darker things. Like, there's a lot of talk about like the dark underbelly of the Parisian streets and like of rich people. There's a lot of rich people drama. There's a lot of like family dynamic conversations going on in there. What is going on behind me? But sometimes it is hard to tell where we are in the timeline because we're not like switching back and forth. There's never a little line above a start of a chapter that says like 3 days ago or whatever, anything like that. The way that the dual timeline is kind of done is not in separate chapters. It'll just be like in the middle of a chapter, somebody will be like,
Oh, I remember when this happened.
and then it's just like we're back there. So it's hard to tell like when we're in a flashback or a memory and like in the present. But overall, I'm liking it. I'm a lot more interested. I don't think it's as boring. So I'm gonna read the last chunk of it and get back to you with a final review. And because McKay and I are planning on doing a drunk review, that means I have to go drink more. Go drink more. Goodbye. Hello guys, this update is coming to you live from my brother's room because it is the quietest room in the house right now. I'm sorry if you hear dogs rummaging, trying to get in. There's like a million dogs in this house, talking or possibly watching Judge Judy outside this room. I tried to find the best filming space possible, but let's go ahead and get into the book review. Hello vlog, I am here for my final update, my final review, if you will, of The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. I know I promised you a drunk review because that's what McKay does, and I don't know if that's what he's doing for this book because low-key he kind of dropped out of reading it, which I understand because it is very, very slow. But in the style of McKay, I'm going to do a slightly buzzed review for you. I have been drinking sangria and ranch water by the pool all day long, so I definitely have a buzz. As you can probably tell, people in my family say my eyes get droopy when I'm drunk. Is this true? You be the judge. Anyway, let's get into the review. I don't know why I didn't bring the book in here. I think I left it on by the pool, to be honest, because that is where I finished it. But I gave The Paris Apartment 4 out of 5 stars. I thought the end did pick up a bit and the twists were really great. I definitely didn't predict them. And it did keep me on my toes despite being slow paced or slower paced compared to the other books that I read. It was more of a modernized Agatha Christie type of story, which is honestly what Lucy Foley does best and what she does for all of her books, so I didn't expect anything else. And I think I identified what was boring about it. I read some other reviews and a lot of people said that it was boring, kind of like I did in a previous update. And they said it was because of the first person perspective, and like that meant that you got all of the internal monologue for each character. And after reading that, it like clicked in my brain that yes, that is what was boring, is that because we were in 6 people's different heads, we got 6 people's internal monologues, and I honestly did not care about their lives.
Being 100% being 100% transparent, I did not care about their lives, who they thought was cute as they were walking down the street in Paris. Like, I just cared about the mystery.
And there were so many perspectives. There were 6. And I know a lot of people don't like that, so just be aware of that in case you don't like that. I honestly didn't mind it. I was able to keep all of them straight, but just in case that does bother you, be aware. Also, something that I liked about the book was that it kind of like teased us almost in a way. It gave us these little gay crumbs, okay? There were like little tiny sprinkled elements of LGBT rep, which I did appreciate. I thought it was done in a genuine way. It definitely didn't feel forced, and I felt like the vibes without Lucy Foley being like,
Gay, this is a gay book.
you know what I mean? Like, it was just I liked it. Now onto the things. Now I'm just gonna start talking about things that I remember from my reading experience, things that kind of just stood out to me. Also, I think I burned my armpit. Do y'all see this? I think I got a freaking sunburn on my armpit. That is so sad for me.
But there are just a few things that like kind of like got my goat. That's not the right phrase.
That's not the right phrase, but y'all know what I mean. Like, these are just things, weird little things that stood out to me during my reading experience. The first being the password guessing scene. If you've read the book, you know what I talk about. You know what I'm talking about. Basically involves one of our characters having to break into a laptop to find out some information. So obviously they have to guess the password. But personally, I think it would take a lot more than 3 attempts to guess a password and break into a laptop. Like, it was just completely unbelievable and insane. Also, sometimes the book was just so stereotypically France, and you know what, maybe it's accurate because I don't know the first thing about France, to be quite honest. I'm not a Francophile. I've never set foot in Paris, so like maybe this is accurate, maybe it's not stereotypical, but like the amount of casual cigarette smoking and croissant runs that these people made it was just a little laughable to me. It just felt a little too on the nose, a little too stereotypical. Like, I don't know if Lucy Foley actually went to Paris, or if she's just thinking everybody's running around smoking cigarettes and having croissants. But that was just, it was funny to me. And finally, the last like random thing that stood out was this dog was mentioned multiple times. A whippet named Benoit was mentioned, and I was in love with him. In fact, he was my favorite character, but he was so rarely spoken of. For the amount of time that I spent thinking about Benoit, he was not mentioned that much. I thought he was gonna have a bigger part in the story. I thought he was gonna be a part of a twist. He was not. And that was in fact disappointing. But I am very glad that Lucy Foley, when she was like tying up all the loose ends at the end of the book, she did help us find out what happened to Benoit. And I would have been curious if she didn't tell us. So thank you, Lucy, for tying up the loose end of the dog. But yeah, those are my thoughts. 4 stars from me. I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog.
Hello?
Following along and watching me read this book. If you did like it, then go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to go to therapy and read a book this week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!